Hey y'all, so here's what we got today. I've got a neck roast and a round roast here from a deer that I killed. I'm putting a little bit of wild game seasoning on there just to take some of that gamey taste out of it. But these two cuts of meat here, the round roast is pretty popular, the neck roast not so much. If you get your deer processed by a processor, a lot of times they won't take the neck meat. It'll just go to waste. I don't like to waste it. It's actually a pretty good cut of meat, especially if you're going to slow cook it. So I like to use it. This is a great recipe for like when you're in deer camp, because you know I'm the kind, I'd rather eat at deer camp than go, out to eat somewhere. A lot of times you're staying, a long way from town anyway, so it's harder to go out. So this is something that you can just throw in the crock pot before you head out for your afternoon hunt, and a lot of times it's ready to eat by the time you get back. Pretty easy recipe. And you remember beef, normally you're cooking it 6 hours or more, 6 to 8. Deer meat doesn't have all that fat, so it cooks quicker. So the venison, you can cook it like 4 to 5 hours usually, and it's done. So like I said, it's good for like an afternoon hunt. So what I've done here is I've put some garlic powder and some wild game rub on my meat here and just kind of rubbed it in. And then in my crock pot over here, I have put some condensed cream of mushroom soup, Campbell's, and then I've also put some sliced up onions in there as well and sort of mixed them around and get that good and thick. And now I'm going to go ahead and throw the bigger, which is the neck roast. I'm going to throw it in there and get some on top of it. And then what I'll do is take a little bit of garlic salt. I'm going to put it in there. I do like a tablespoon of that. I don't measure some stuff I do measure. And then I'll take some spicy ranch seasoning and I'm going to put that on there, and then I'll go ahead and add this round roast, and I'll kind of do the same thing. Use the rest of my tablespoon of garlic sauce, or garlic salt, I'm sorry, and some more of that spicy ranch. I don't use quite a whole pack of the spicy ranch. I use probably a half a pack or so, because I'm also going to add this dry onion powder soup mix to it. And so by the time I add that, I don't need a whole lot of the ranch. And then, so on top of that, I do some black pepper. I don't know, you can look at recipes that call for like a, certain amounts. I don't do a whole lot of measuring. I just put what I think, and stuff that I like more, I put more of. A little bit of salt. And then soy sauce. And you probably don't want to put too much soy sauce. If I was going to measure it out, I would say that I would do like a couple of tablespoons. And last, I will put some Johnny's. Some people, now this is a substitute that I use. I use this Johnny's steak and marinade seasoning. Some people use Worcestershire sauce for this step. I don't. I'm big on Johnny's, and as you can tell, I don't measure the Johnny's. I just put it in there because I like it. If you don't live near a town that has a Legends Steakhouse or a Brass Lantern Steakhouse or something like that, then you probably can't get Johnny's in your grocery store. I don't know. Around here, Pulaski, Tennessee is where I get it. So like I said, you can use Worcestershire sauce instead if that's something that you like. I'm more fond of the Johnny's than I am the Worcestershire sauce though. So that's what I like to use. So that's all of my ingredients there. And we will put this in there. I'm going to turn it on high. I'm going to leave it in there for about 4 hours and I'll check it. And it should be good to go. So we'll see what happens. But like I said, this is an old buck. Sometimes it can be tougher, so it's better to slow cook them. And hopefully this thing will turn out good. Actually, I know it'll turn out good because I've done it before. I may not know a whole lot of things, but I know how to cook some critters. All right, y'all. This neck roast has got my house smelling really good. So It's starting to look really good too. Check that out. So what I'm gonna do now, it's been in here for about 3 hours now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and cut this crock pot down to low. And I'm gonna let it cook out the rest of the way on low. And we'll see how it tastes when it's done.
Hey guys, our deer roast is done. You wanna come try it?
All right, it smells good. Did you try a piece? Here, try a piece. You try a piece? There you go. Is it good? All right.
That's pretty good.
Pretty good. So there we go. Finished product. Onion soup and all. So you got a lot of good gravy you can put on top of it. Turns out really good. Like it? All right. Easy deer roast recipe. Tastes great.